You know the one. We've all been there. You click on a link, you're ready to go, and bam, you hit this mysterious screen. For just a second, the internet kind of stops. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and find out what's really going on in that moment.
Yep, this exact screen. It feels like someone just hit the pause button on the web. You see the little check, maybe a flash of verification successful, and then you're on your way. But it always leaves you wondering, doesn't it?
I mean, what is it verifying, and why does it need to? Well, it turns out that brief delay isn't just about loading a page. Nope. It's actually a frontline defense in a massive, invisible battle that's happening across the web every single second. To really get what this screen is all about, we have to look at the threat it was designed to stop. See, the internet today is constantly under attack, and that little verification page is a direct response to a huge ongoing problem. And this flood of traffic, it's not from people, it's from bots. These are automated programs built for all sorts of nasty stuff, scraping data, trying to hack accounts, or just plain overwhelming a website until it crashes. The scale is just staggering. One of the most common ways they do this is with something called a DDoS attack. That stands for Distributed Denial of Service. The goal here is really simple and really destructive. Just send so much fake traffic to a website that it can't keep up with real visitors and basically shuts down. Here's an easy way to think about it. Imagine a bad guy sends thousands of robots to just swarm the front door of a store, all at once. They're not there to buy anything, they just stand there blocking the entrance so that real shoppers like you and me, we can't get in. The store is effectively closed. That's exactly what a DDoS attack does to a website. So, how in the world do websites stop this? Well, they hire a bouncer, a digital bouncer, and its whole job is to check every single visitor at the door, to separate the real shoppers from that robot army. And that just a moment screen? That's the bouncer checking your ID. In a tiny fraction of a second, the system runs a whole bunch of quick tests on your browser to figure out if you're a human or just one of those automated scripts. It's a full-on investigation, not just a passive loading screen. So how does it tell us apart? It's looking for a few telltale signs. Real people, we have normal browsing patterns. We move a mouse, we scroll. Bots, on the other hand, often make these instant machine gun-like requests without any of that human touch. They might not even be a real browser, just a simple script. And this checkpoint is designed to spot those differences in a flash. This is also why you'll sometimes see those messages asking you to enable JavaScript and cookies. Most of those malicious bots are pretty basic. They don't use those tools. So by asking your browser to do a quick task that requires them, the system can pretty much instantly confirm it's dealing with a real person. Okay, so now we know what's happening, but it's just as important to understand why it all matters, because that slight delay, which, can feel like an annoyance, is actually doing a huge service for all of us. I mean, that one brief check is doing a monumental job. It's what keeps our favorite news sites, online stores, and other services accessible, even when they're under attack. It protects them from being crippled, and that ensures the internet stays a stable and reliable place for everyone. So the next time you see that screen pop up, maybe try to see it a little differently. It's not the internet slowing you down, it's the internet protecting itself and you from all that chaos. Think of it as a silent digital shield standing between you and a tidal wave of bad traffic. And all this leaves us with a really fascinating question, because this is a constant cat and mouse game. As bots get smarter and better at mimicking human behavior, these security checkpoints are going to have to get even smarter too. What's that brief moment of verification going to look like 5 years from now? Now that is something to think about.